Yes, thank you. Yes, applaud and cheer, freeloaders. Come round my house again, you see. No homes of your own, so you have to come and visit Millsy. A strange week, really. A good week and a bad week. Today was a bit odd. This morning, I had one of my very sort of bi-weekly meetings with Her Gracious Majesty the Queen. I go and visit her quite often. And a rather unfortunate incident with my eye, I'm afraid. She was bemoaning the fate of her children, as she always does, and leant over to cry on my shoulder, as you would, and unfortunately her tiara slipped and caught me in the eye. And quite foolishly, but as you do in a temper, I lashed out. Queen on the floor, equerries in, sort of had to fight off a couple of the blokes in the big Busbies, but it was all ironed out in the end. And then this afternoon, I've been rucking with my publishers, right? Come and have a look at this, right? Because you know I write loads and loads of books, some in my own name, some in what we call in the business nom de guerres. Right, nom de plumes as to her. Like, for instance, all John le Carré's novels, that's me. Dame Barbara Cartland, for many, many years, hasn't had the use of her typing fingers, so I go around and knock them out for her. But this is one that I commissioned, and I said to this other fella, a fella called John Tanich, right? I said, John, I want you to do a book about me, right? Bob Mills, or as I'm probably called, Robert Mills. So I said, go on, John, come back from the publishers, they've got it all wrong, right? Instead of Robert Mills by John Tanich, you can see quite clearly what they've done there. Boobed quite horribly. This is a picture of me on the cover. This is when I was in the very famous film Brighton Rock. That's Brighton Rock I'm lying on there. That's a turtle there that came up on the beach. And it's got all my films in it. That's me when I was Millsy of Arabia. There I am there. But 500,000 copies of those sadly have to be withdrawn and have it changed. Oh, look, I must show you this. This is a bit of a tip, because people do ask me about my passion and my love for old people, and they say, if they come round, Bob, what do we offer them? Do you know what I mean? What sort of things do they like? What I always find is they do like a bit of a snorter in the afternoon. This is very good, baby bio. Just put that in a small glass with an ice cube, and they think it's creme de menthe. And they love it. And also it makes the leaves very shiny, which is always good for an old person. On the subject of books, which I was, this is another one that I've written. Again, I've adopted a bit of a silly name. I do like to have silly nom de plume. This is Carey Oppenheim. That's the name I've used there. And this is a book called Poverty, the Facts. And it's quite a small book. Poverty, the Facts. You haven't got any money, ergo, you're not my mate. That's pretty much it, really. That's the basic tenor of it. Oh, hang on a second. What's happened here? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Now, that's spite, isn't it? My picture of Dame Thora Hird, turned upside down on the desk. I don't think we need to ask who's been round here, do we? Jane Torville, jealous cow that she is. She's been round, not like to see a picture of another woman and done that. Something else very, very useful for elderly people visiting you. Get a packet of Quality Street, something like that. Just take out all the soft ones, the coffee creams. Leave those. They like that. Every now and again, do leave one of those very hard walnut brittles in. I call that Quality Street roulette for the old people. It's nice. You have 7 of them chomping happily, one of them on the floor choking blues. Very good. It's rather cruel, but it's tremendous fun, I think you'd admit. Oh, picture. Oh, lovely pictures back from, there we go, from the publisher. That's my new TV things. Beverly Mills, 90614. There I am there in the centre of the class. That'll be a big hit, I'm sure. Well, it was either that or Baywatch, and I couldn't quite squeeze into the little thing that they give you to wear. But anyway, listen, you've come round, as I say, freeloaders. Your own house is probably a bit sad and a bit melancholy. So quite rightly, you think we'll spend the evening with Millsy, and I'm glad that you have, because I've got some cracking stuff I'd like to share with you. Normally, of course, I'd be out and about. Right, my dad owns all this round here, right? And this is selling this. Anyone interested, you can buy this for major residential development right here, right? Look, you could put a couple of houses here. You could have a house here, a bungalow. Look, you got all this space here. You put a bit of garden. This is a major residential site, this is. He'll probably get £1 million for this, my dad. Look, and it's solid. No trouble at all building a house there. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. I didn't write that. I write millions of songs, as you know. That one was by the very wonderful Bob Marley. He wrote that. If I'd have written it, it would have gone, I shot the sheriff, and the deputy and a couple of passing bystanders and a bloke in a Chinese who I've never liked. It would have just gone on like that with the whole catalogue. Because give me a gun and you've got whole-scale massacre, I'll tell you that. Because I'm the hardest man in... No, that's a lie. I'm not the hardest man in Britain, OK? I take my hat off to the man I consider to be the hardest man in Britain. That's this man. Here we go. Let's have a little look at him. This is the one, the only, Mick Raynor. The hardest man in this or any other nation. Let's have a look at him. Here he comes, look. Everybody goes aside. Mick's coming in the pub.
I'm sorry to hear about him, Mick.
Look at those eyes. Steely grit. Look, hey, did you hear him order that drink? No. He walks in, Bomb thinks, it's Mick, quick, I better get him his favourite tipple. There we are.
It's all right, Mick.
It's all right, Mick, you don't have to pay. Hey, I'm indebted to no man. I pay my whack. And he sucked it down. Just one thing there. You notice what that was? Looked like a double brandy to me. Ever double brandy? I would have thought so. And yet, just back we go here a little bit. Look. $50. 51. 58 pence. 58 pence, that's it. That's it, hey. I'll pay what's due. Or some of it, anyway. 58 pence for a double brandy. And strange enough, he's got a son who also has a lot of trouble when it comes to figures. No good with numbers in the Raynor family at all. This is Mick's son in a documentary that I'm very proud to have produced myself. Look at him, here he is.
But the main reason the hoolie van exists is to prevent large-scale disorder. Drink is normally the cause. This youth has been spotted as he repeatedly staggers across a busy road.
Young Mr. Raynor.
How old are you, mate?
Hey.
There you go, lie. How old are you? 18, liar. But his dad said, hey, son. I think Mick Raynor talks like that, I don't know. If you're ever out and you're drunk and the old Bill asks you your age, tell him you're 18, all right, and stare him out. OK? So he's all right.
You've got anything with your name and address on? Any ID at all?
No.
No? What's your date of birth?
Oh, dear, now he's in trouble. No, he told me 18, Dad. You didn't clue me up. It's all right, Shut up. If I'm 18, my date of birth...
17.
17.
6.
6.
1782.
1782. 212 years old. Remarkably well preserved. Out of fashion for that period, but doing very well.
I don't think you're going to be safe on your own here tonight. You're going to have to
The
So they're going to cart him off, but he's Mick's boy. And if there's one thing they teach in the Raynor family, it's dignity. At all times, dignity.
who in fact is 17, is
I
arrested
didn't
for
see
being
that
drunk and
post there.
incapable and later
Get in the van
cautioned.
now. Oh, you didn't warn me about the steps at all, did you? So there we are, the Raynor family. Now, I want to show you some other stuff now. Some other stuff. Another programme that I make, funnily enough. This is for a rival company. Here we go. Let's have a little look at this. And strangely enough, I'm not trying to kind of get a theme going here this evening, but while we're on the subject, I was just let's have a look at this man first. He's very interesting. He's a mind guru, OK? He's a mind guru. You got any problems at all, it's all a question of positive thinking. Is that him, or is that Mickey the moron? No, he's a mind guru. Any problems, it's only a question of positive thinking.
All I've done is shown them how to get a little bit of an edge. How do you get yourself over the edge so you produce greater results in a shorter period of time?
OK, well, look, Nick...
But while we're on the subject of people who are not sure whether it's correct to pay the right money for things in shops, apparently that woman there is a shoplifter.
Ian Halligan, would you like to come over here?
Here's one of the guys
member
got
of
a
our
problem.
audience here. Stand up next to you, because it's
There
on
you go.
camera. Now, you...
Now, just a second here. This is the mind guru. This guy's come on because he's got a phobia and he believes he can help him. I don't know what it is he's frightened of. Snakes. A lot of people frightened of snakes, aren't they? Spiders, dogs, heights, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Why have you come here today? You rang in because you wanted to come across. Why?
I've got a chronic phobia of boats, particularly tankers.
No, no, we didn't come here to laugh at him. Come on, he's terrified of boats and tankers. It could... Answer, don't join the Navy. Next!
And things like that.
Why is that?
I really don't know. I've had it since I was a child. It's
It
quite
didn't happen
bad.
because you were on a boat and there was an accident or anything
No.
like that?
No, I don't know where it came from.
Do you mean just the thought of boats, you know? I'm
Well,
just...
amateur
I can't
psychology.
actually look out of the window where we are at the moment because...
Because we've got,
Yeah,
we've
boats
got
on the
water and
Mersey,
sea all around us and lots and lots of boats.
How do you treat him, then?
With contempt, I would imagine. That's the only answer to me. Another fabulous man coming out. This one's a salesman, and his problem is he can't sell anything because he keeps getting rejected. And the mind guru thinks it's something to do with posture.
Really, it's conditioning your mind and your body to be in a certain state of mind, because when he thinks about rejection, he goes into a different physical state and emotional state than if he's feeling very, very confident. You'll see him, even in his chair, if you watch closely, he changed his posture when we just talked about it.
Slumping,
So sit the way
isn't
you
it?
sit when you feel like you're afraid of rejection. Just what does it feel like?
Yeah.
You just tend to slump. I mean, we all do it. It's just something that
Right.
most of us don't ever take notice of.
Yeah, and then sit how you are. What do you sit like if you were totally confident? We weren't afraid. You're
It's
really
just,
trying to help
it's just
somebody.
shoulders back, straight up.
Yeah.
And then
feels
slump
hunchback.
again. Shoulders back, straight up, and then I'll slump again like that. Because I'm a miserable failure and I know it. Simple as that.
Well, what I'm going to say is, you've been working with Nick all morning. How are you feeling now?
Quite emotionally distraught. I feel a lot has come out of me emotionally, for the better, I think. I feel a
Haircut.
lot more confident now.
You think you could face a boat?
All those years she worked in journalism and things like that, waiting for the big break to come in television. What does she lay awake at night, Judy, thinking, one day I'll get to ask someone on television, do you think you could face a boat?
Well, I'm not really sure I've gone that far.
No, don't
but I
push
know
it, Judy.
an image before brought on all the anxiety feelings, and it doesn't now. I can think about it.
You mean just thinking about a boat used to make you
Yes,
feel queasy,
yes.
right?
So, to give you an idea, I asked her,
Just in case you think this is mumbo-jumbo, there is a science involved in this. This is recognised mathematical science.
I actually didn't work with him all morning. I was working for about 2 minutes at the end here, and I didn't get to finish. But when I asked him on a scale from 0 to 100, 100 is out of control and 0 is totally fine, where were you? He said
95 at least.
And where are you now when you think about it?
25, if not lower, yeah.
There you go, it's mathematically proven. He's getting better already. He'll probably off on the ferry on the way home. Shall I get the bus? No, I'll get the hovercraft. We'll all go on the hover. Let's see how he got on anyway.
Nick has overcome his phobia of boats.
Hated boats.
Tony's taken him out there just to see, so we'll say bye-bye, have a good day,
See you tomorrow with the
and we'll leave you with Nick.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I haven't seen this particular film for a while and I hadn't noticed that. You're going to have to
Not
bear
lower,
with
yeah.
Just bear with me for a second. Also on the show today, we'd like to thank our other guest, the world's most animated man.
Nick has overcome his phobia of boats.
Hated boats.
Move.
Tony's taken him out
Stay.
there just to see, so we'll say bye-bye, have a good day,
See you tomorrow.
Move back
and
again. Let's see how Nick got on with the boats anyway. Because they've cured his fear and he's going to face a tanker. Down they go, down the docks to the tanker. Big 7 million tonner Japanese super tanker. And you're going to go and you're going to stand close to it. Maybe he'll even go on it. Let's see. Where's the tanker? Richard, Judy? No. No, because one day he'll see a tanker and he'll die of shock. Well, don't sell him this horrible dummy. I'm all right, I'm fine. Hey, you're good. Actually, I'm a bit fine. I'd like to go now. No, it's great. No, really. No, you can't go. They're watching you. No, I'm going to go now. No, you're not. You stay here. This is my career at stake, you stupid skinhead git.
Oi! Mate, oi! 7 pence is 23 pence for a Twix.
No, it's all right. I'm Mick Raynor.
No, you ain't.
I am. Look, I am Mick Raynor.
No, you ain't. You tried that last week when you gave me 3 pence for the news of the world.
No, I never.
I'm calling the police.
No, wait, look. I am the police. Got some more stuff. I got some more old people's food. Look at that tin of processed peas. and it says, best before, oh, it doesn't matter, you'll be dead by then anyway. And this is one of my favourites, steak and kidney pie, because I love to watch them open it and see the rather sad look on their face when they realise that it doesn't include the carrots and the peas. Terrible moment. Hey, but listen, we're having a laugh, but it's a serious world out there. It's a world full of problems. It's a world in where the policies of this government have unfortunately laid waste to a great deal of the industry in this country. And the industries where men could traditionally earn a living for their women and children have gone. This is a story of one such man. I'll just tell you what he does for a living, by the way. He's a burglar, all right? How many houses have you burgled, then?
Thousands. I've broken into thousands of houses.
And just one other thing, by the way. We thought, oh, we'll do him a favour, because he's going to be on television, so we'll cover his face up like that, until he informed us that's how most people actually get to see me, unfortunately, in the course of my working day. And he's complaining about something. He's complaining about a police operation.
It isn't difficult, but it is getting bloody difficult through this bumblebee shit.
Operation Bumblebee has put men like him out of work. Honest, decent folk, just trying to scratch a living out of the soil of the land.
I mean, it's just getting outrageous. I mean, I'm getting followed. I mean, they're marching through people's houses.
As opposed to sneaking through them with a torch at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, I used to have lots of friends, and I can only count 3 of us who are still out on the street. Some of the rest are in prison.
Whole communities laid to waste. How dare they?
Through all this bumblebee. It's driving me mad. I'm seeing people who used to be good active burglars changing their occupation. Stop burgling. God's honest truth, I'm not even really burgling no more. I've changed my occupation to...
He's had to change his own occupation. Well, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's gone to college, take a B.Ed, something like that. Who knows? Maybe he's doing a bit of pottery. He's gone to a night class to learn to do something skillful with his hands. I don't know. Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Burgling pubs instead of houses.
I've had to change my occupation. I used to smash the windows of cars. Now I have to smash the windows of vans. It's appalling.
They're just red hot. They're red hot, you know what I mean? And they're taking no prisoners. They're taking no prisoners.
Apart from you and all your mates. Yeah, it's driving him mad. And I'll tell you what I fancy now. I fancy some music that's going to drive you mad. How about a bit of Buzzcocks? This is a little line that she's got, my Auntie Betty, in her shop. There's figurines, Royal Dalton figurines of the royal family, look. There's Prince Charles there, Princess Diana, and Duke and Duchess of York there. That's the Queen on her birthday, and that's Prince Philip there, look. And that's Prince Edward there, because he's flyer, he flies planes. That's it. All right, lads, here's my mate, says my mate Albie, look. He's all right. He's shy, right? He got accosted once by an elderly gentleman who don't like talking to people. He's sweet. My uncle, right, he works for the council around here. He's a dead good bloke, right? He's top bloke, but he's really specific. He's got this disease that makes him really, really specific. Like if you say, what time is it? He won't say that 8:30. He'll say, it's 27 minutes, 11 seconds past 8, right? And he does all the signs around here. Look, he done that one, look.
Now take your hand off. I'm not having that again.
No, I'm Mick Raynor.
Let's see your money.
That's it, that's the right money. Oh, come on, I'm Mick Raynor.
Out. Mick Raynor. Mick Nuisance, more like it.
You know earlier when we was chatting, right, well, funny enough, I nipped out and had a cup of tea, and my mate from the British Safety Council, he lived next door, and he said, I heard through the wall what you were saying, so he's just said, look, I said that you should pass baby bio off to old people as Cointreau, all right? Please don't do it. It's a stupid thing to do. It's completely the wrong colour, all right? Tell them it's sherry, all right? Tell them it's sherry and then it'll work, OK? I've got something else. I've got to show you this, right? This is another film that I made. This is a fabulous film, but it's quite a horrible subject. It's about a family, and they live on a housing estate, and for one reason or another, you don't need to go into any great detail about it, they're very, very unpopular, and their neighbours don't like them, and they kind of laid siege to their house, and they try to get rid of them. It's very tragic, really, but we'll have a look at it anyway. Oh, first question. Can you identify this sound? Is it a drum? Cattle drum? Timpani? Or is it a synth noise? What is it? No, it is but one thing. It's the unmistakable sound of that woman's breasts. And what we have now is some of the locals on the estate talking about that woman's breasts.
This used to be quite a nice area until they came and went down here afterwards.
They've been passed from one person to the next, and nobody will do anything. Nobody seems to want to do anything. Then would you wish them to live next door to you? Or would anybody else, for that matter? When you can't even go to the shop, they're following you, chasing the beans. There are people round about here that won't go through legal channels. They'll take it into their own hands, and it's something I don't want.
They all want put away. They're doing the whole family.
Well, surely there must be somewhere they can put them, that there's people of their own kind who are more capable of putting up with what they do, of handling it.
You're going to have to just stay inside. Please. I'm getting somebody from one side to come down here, and we'll try and resolve.
Policeman here, right? Go to Hendon Police Training College, teach you one thing, at all times, polite. Here he comes. Look at the house he's going into. Have I got to go in there, really? Oh, well, at least I can do is wipe my feet.
In the short term, we have a responsibility, which we as a responsible council are fulfilling.
Now, the other things that's happened, as you can see, is their glass has all been smashed.
Can you mind, just a minute, because we're having the police one.
Now, can you mind, please, the camera crew said the police are in. We'd like to have a private chat. We don't want anyone eavesdropping on our conversation with the police.
I have a word with you.
I'll pull this bit of curtain over. There you go.
Smile for Daddy. Smile for Daddy.
Smile for Daddy? Smile for Daddy, that's the family pet. You hear what she was saying there? Look. Look. Smile for Daddy.
Smile for Daddy.
Do your party
Smile for
piece.
Daddy. Come on, Daddy. Give me a party. Come do your party piece.
That's his party piece. That's his little trick he does when people come round. He chews the windowsill like that. Years of training. Barbara Woodhouse? I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't. Now, another character lives on this estate. See this man here? Did any of you ever see the very, very famous film, a film that I don't want to boast, but I did have a hand in writing, producing and directing it, JFK with Kevin Costner. Kevin phoned me up, said, I think it's a brilliant film, you're the only man for it. I said, Kev, I'd love to, busy, you know what it's like, Kate Moss, oh, I don't want you flying over to America again. I said, you must play the part of Jim Garrison, who was the lawyer in, I think in Texas in America, the lone voice after the Kennedy assassination, who was saying, Lee Harvey Oswald, on his own? No, more has gone on. Now, Jim's health has suffered a little bit, got a bit of a paunch, and he's moved to the northeast of England, and he's living up there, but he still holds firm to his ideals.
Hello.
This is his wife.
The Grey wants
to see you.
Having a chat with a man from the council.
Morning.
Morning.
I mean, why haven't you done something before this? Particularly?
Well, I'm not prepared to say anything in front of the cameras.
Well, that's what
I'm sorry, Mrs. Thompson.
You never see anything, you never tell us anything.
You see? Simple as that. She said to the man from the council, what's going on? And he said, quite openly, I'm not prepared to say anything in front of the cameras. I'm not authorised by the council to make a statement on television. It's wrong of you to ask me. If you send me a letter, then you'll get your reply. Good enough for you and me? Maybe. Not good enough for Jim Garrison. He can smell a conspiracy.
See? Cover up.
See? Cover up. It's a wonderful estate.
You've got to wind them up.
This man's great.
The bait. That's what's happening. We've got to live somewhere. We've been to 3 different places. We've got to live somewhere.
Well, you live in the street where I live.
Now, he's a very nice man, and he's saying, come on, give them a chance. They've got to live somewhere. You can hear what he's saying because he's speaking English. You see there? Norway World Cup, because he is, of course, Norwegian. And when he's wound up, which he is now with this woman, for her total lack of tolerance, he starts talking Norwegian again.
Well, you didn't need to talk any because you were effing and seeing that yesterday when I was kids. I heard you, man. I heard you. And Darcy. I'm not ranked. I'm not. You were standing beside her there and you were doing it, and she was doing the same, mate. I tell you what it is, you not in that block there are rather like me. You're rather like.
She's sitting there now, Anasi. She's going, no, English. English. Parlez-vous anglais? Englishy.
We'll all stick together.
Back with the family.
One gets hurt, we'll all get hurt.
Chap here, see him, son of the family, sitting there thinking, well, there's cameras around everywhere, like. Perhaps they'll spot me for your movies and that. Brad Pitt, can he live forever? Instead, they're probably looking for a hard man. I wonder if there's any way I could show them how hard I am. And so completely apropos of nothing, he decides to show you his scar.
Don't fight, but don't fight.
No reason for that at all, just want to have a look at my scar. We've all done it. You've walked through Sainsbury's one day and said, excuse me, missus, yeah, have a look at my appendix scar. You'll love this. Back to Jim Garrison.
You've got to keep trying. Well, we'll try for 10 months. We've been trying, my man.
You know, Jim Garrison has got another thing, right? He's getting very old, and his brain, how can I say this politely? His brain's scrambled, okay? Jim has heard 2 phrases in his life that apply to this situation. This is the man who's saying, come on, be more tolerant. And the 2 phrases are this: hey, come on, you don't live round here. To be here when the shit hits the fan. And the other phrase is, it's no good trying to be nice to these people. It's just like pissing against the wind. When the shit hits the fan, it's like pissing against the wind.
We'll try for 10 months. We've been trying, my man. Had strokes, look at this.
It's like shtick hitting against the wind. Or something. And then gives this man the ultimate insult.
Carry on.
Well, I know, but if you...
Oh, so we've got to put up with him.
No, you're one of the do-gooders.
You're one of the do-gooders. We've had your sort round here before. Bloody lily-livered liberals. Go on back where you belong. It's like shtick hitting against the wind. So that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get rid of their neighbours. Well, why don't they try something like this? Mother, it's well warm in here. Can you open the window? Lovely, that'll do.
Go on. Smile for Daddy. Smile for Daddy. Do your party face. Grin. Curtain's not locked.
Come in! Again. Ugh. It's like stick hitting against the wind.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. The curtain was drawn. Were you having a private conversation?
Wipe your feet. I don't know how you treat your aunt home.
Right, so now, let me just try and understand your problems, and then I'll see if I can help you. You are horrible slobs, and your neighbours want you out. Is that right?
Not E, ye.
I'm sorry?
Not E, ye.
You're one of those do-gooders.
I'd just like to try something out now. I'd like to try this, if you don't mind. Could you show me how you sit when everybody hates you? You see, you're slumped. Now could you show me how you sit when everybody likes you and you're a valuable member of the community?
Well, it's that sort of shoulders back, like.
You didn't even want to say yeah, because I say yeah was right and hey for day for right and say for the right and say, right? Anya, nah, I'm a yeah. Ah.
Right, okay, now, Mr. Pitt, you are talking what we like to call bollocks. On a scale of 1 to 100, I'd like you to tell me, how much bollocks were you talking before I started working with you?
95.
Right. And how much now?
97. Anya.
You see, in this life business, it's all a question of how you look. If you look good, you feel good. So I'd just like to try out a few things and see if we can't improve your wife's appearance. I think I've got something here. Hang on. I think this could help.
You see? Cover up.
Don't make the future like they did in the past.
You see, now this is the kind of thing we're looking for on Casualty. Some bags of rubbish here, and you got this, you see, a bit of wood. Now, a thug, you see, could be being chased by the police, perhaps in a scene, pick this up, run over there, perhaps into the newsagents or to the pub, and beat a barman senseless with that, you see? And then the barman would have to go off to hospital and maybe the thug as well. You see? That's the kind of thing we're after. Lovely. Well, I'm Mick Raynor. That's the right money. 10 pence. I'm Mick Raynor. Sorry. I normally get 20 seconds and I didn't get... I'll start again, right? Because I screwed that up really badly. I haven't been doing television very long, right? actually, no. Listen, I'll tell you what I'll do. Just keep it going. Because what I do at times like this, right? Because I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Right? Jonathan Ross very often phones me up sobbing, oh, I've made another mistake, right? That's kind of an ongoing thing with Jonathan and I. And basically what the advice I always give him when he's done what I just did there is hey, watch the Queen. Watch the Queen of television. See how she does it and learn. Look and learn. That's the girl, ladies and gentlemen. Oprah Winfrey, by all means Oprah Winfrey. But Gloria Hunniford is the Queen of television. And all us people who are trying to carve a niche out, we watch her, okay? Because otherwise you make mistakes like that. You're not ready and you try and talk very quickly like that. This is Gloria, 20 seconds from transmission, showing you how it should be done.
20, here we go.
20 seconds, Gloria. She's remembering her lines. She knows what she's got to say. 15 seconds. Have a little cough. There you go. Right. Now, there are 3 very, very simple rules of appearing on television. And those rules are this. Teeth, They don't want to see it. They don't want to see a frowning face out there in TV land. They want to see a big smile. And also this. You see the way I'm talking to you now? Looks wrong, doesn't it? That's the way, isn't it? That's the way you look at people naturally like that, isn't it? And the other thing is this. You might have noticed sometimes I try and say far too much on far too small a breath. So make sure you've got a good lung full of air, your head's in the right position, your teeth are ready, and you too can be a star. 5 seconds. Teeth. Tilt.
Well, welcome to Telephone Live. This is the climax.
That's simple, ladies and gentlemen. That's all there is. There's no magic involved. That's all it is. Good common sense rules.
I've been on with Marcel for 6 years. Never been done yet.
Well, how did he get there, the old?
Through a leak in the bath.
Well, you got your bath on your roof. You got a flat above you?
Yeah.
And their
I've got
bath
an
leaked?
house like this.
Where?
Right, I've got an house like this.
Right.
So the bathroom's at the back.
Right.
Right. And the front room's under the bath.
Right.
So where the bathroom was leaking, it come down, my ceiling all broke. I've been waiting for a new door.
How long?
For 6 years, Mark.
6 years? You've had a hole in your
years.
ceiling?
6 years.
I probably think you like it now after 6 years. It's probably fitting.
And the plastering is all...
What?
The plastering is just shit.
It's what?
Shit.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought you said chit.
No, shit.
Oh, sorry, all right, I didn't understand what you said. It's all pony. All right, well, I'll tell him. I'll tell him.
You tell him.
Oh, tell him, definitely.
Yeah.
This road here?
I told them every time.
This road here?
Yeah, Canterbury Street.
Canterbury Street. What name was it?
Welton.
Welton.
27. Just say Welton 27, because I've been down there so many times.
Welton
too.
27, I'll tell him that.
And my mother, she's got damp in hers.
Your mother's got damp?
Yeah, she's got all plant. They've done it last
Hang on,
year.
your mother's got damp?
Yeah, she's got all damp in her passage.
Don't say that.
I fucking see it. I'll take you in there now.
Your mother's got damp in her
passage?
Hi, welcome to Hollywood Corner. This is the postman, you know, gets weighed down coming around my house. From all my Hollywood chums, they send me little gifts, just little tokens of the gratitude for the help that I've given them in the kind of acting lesson department over the years. This is one I'm very, very fond of. You might like take a little look at that. That's 2 doves, not real doves, obviously. That'd be very, very cruel because they're encased here in glass. And I'll just play a little bit of this. It's just a little handle I turn and. That's the theme from Love Story. That's a beautiful gift. That was sent to me by the Bridges family. Jeff, Lloyd, Barry, who played for Chelsea in the late 60s, early 70s, never really made it in the movies. That was very nice. Another thing I'm very fond of here. This is from Henry Winkler, Ron Howard, and all the cast, all your friends on Happy Days. There it is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You see, you've got the Last Supper there, and what else do you need? Spiritual guidance and a clock. Religion and time. Last Supper, Last Orders. Don't they go hand in hand? That's lovely. And one of my favourites, and you forgive me if I just wipe a tear from my eye at this point. Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood, 2 very, very dear friends of mine, and I was on the boat with them the night that Natalie took that fateful dive. And after the funeral, about 3 days later, Robert came to my house, very sad, forlorn figure he was too, in his trench coat and slightly misshapen hat. And he said to me, Bob, Natalie would have wanted you to have these. And isn't that very beautiful there? Some little magnets you can stick on your fridge. You see, there's a fried egg there, a watermelon, not real, but beautiful nonetheless. I think you'll agree with me there. All things that I get from my Hollywood friends. I've got one more little thing to show you now. And then I've got to fly, because I've got to go up to Manchester. Reason being, I've found out where the skinhead bloke lives, and I thought I'd play a bit of a trick on him. Just knock on his door, and when he answers, just go, You know, what are you going to do? Make a student shit themselves? Not much else, really, is in life. But I'll tell you what I've got now. Here we go, look. This is the most inept criminal on the face of the earth, right? Let me tell you what this man's done. He's got his hands illegally on £25 million worth of stolen bonds, right? And he's trying desperately to cash them in, all right? He's trying to cash them in.
After these pictures were taken at another bank, brokers tried to persuade the fictitious John Banks to return to their office. Refused.
Wait a minute, why the fictitious John Banks? That's being a bit harsh on him. You don't know John Banks might be his real name.
Despite attempts to lure the man back, he never reappeared. But during one call, he may have revealed his real name.
Here we go. John Banks. Yeah, I'm John Banks. Yeah, I'm involved in a really big one here. 25 million quid fraud. I've got all the paperwork in order. I've told her nothing can go wrong here, can there? As long as I keep in contact with them, eventually I'll get the money. Oh, I'm a cool customer. Listen to this phone call.
Good morning, John. It's Morris. Sorry, I was John Banks here.
Hello, it's Morris. What am I saying, Morris? No, that's the name of a cat I used to have. That's not my real name, and I'm just making this up because I'm a horrible, pathetic little thief, obviously. Terribly sad man, and terribly inept. So if you're going to do something, be it sport, be it entertainment, be it crime, at least do it properly. Because some people suffer fools gladly. I don't, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you this. I've got no time at all for incompetence. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to have some more music. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the the Buzzcocks. So funny, wasn't it? They was laughing. It was brilliant. Best thing.
Bob, can I have a quick word?
Yes.
About the show.
All right, we just have to have a private conversation. Right.
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? There's no pace in that, no performance, there's nothing funny. It's just rubbish.
Sorry. I loved it. I loved it.
You see?
Cover up.